Good evening, Millstone. I know it's a little bit late, but I saw a video today and there were a couple things about it that bothered me, to say the least. So, what we're going to hear is our Board of Education President, Christine Reese, calling into 101.5 on Bill Spadea's show. To give, I guess, what you would call her side of the story about this bill or mandate, that supposed mandate that got passed, in which if one of your children says to a teacher that they think they're a different gender, let's just leave it, I guess, at that, that they are not obligated to tell you that. So there's been you know what, let's listen to the video first and then I'll get into some of the details. But right now, let's play this video. I'm just going to let it go once through without saying anything, and then we'll talk about this a little bit. So here is the video.
You now have the legal opening to do it. What are you going to do? The ball's now in your court. Let's go to Christy in Millstone. Morning, Christy.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm just calling. I'm calling about this whole nonsense. The Jersey policy alert that came out, I sit on the school board in my town, and it's number 217 that we were given in January 2019 states that this policy was mandated.
Yeah.
It was mandated.
Yeah, they lied.
It was not, yes, so they lied.
Yeah.
So now we have town members and people calling school board members liars, that were not transparent, that were misleading the township when we were just following what we were given by the state. Now, when it's something that is guidance, 9 times out of 10, we abolish it because we run our own township. Thank you for the guidance, but we'll do,
of course.
we'll do as we see fit.
Yeah.
So now, we're going to have to take steps to abolish. But the whole point is he caused a whole big stir and allowed people to discredit members on the board and throughout the town, and ruin their names in the town, that they're liars and they're not transparent. And I've been on the board 5 years, and I take great offense to that. Because
Christy,
if lying about this bill, what else are they lying
about?
about?
Christy, you've hit the nail on the head. Thank you. You have just articulated perfectly what the theme of today's show is. If they lied about that, what else are they lying about? You have an administration that lacks all integrity, that lacks any kind. You now have the legal opening.
Okay. So that's the clip. Maybe I'll play it again so we could go over some of the finer points. But there are a couple things that I noticed about that video. Okay. Like I said, who you heard call in was Christine Reese, who is our Board of Education president. And her point, her side of the story is basically, well, they told us it was a mandate. That's the only reason why we passed it. Now, right away, right off the bat, as soon as she called in, I was not on her side, because as though using the word mandate, I'm just supposed to go, oh, okay, it was mandated. Okay, well, next year that they mandate that we chop off all of our kids' feet. So it's mandated, so I guess we'll just pass it. It's insane that they forget about the wordplay. I don't care whether it was mandated or not. The fact that they looked at that and were like, yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay. So, maybe we should go over this, and I'll the video from the start, and I'll pause it as we go. Okay, so here we go.
You now have the legal opening to do it. What are you going to do? The ball's now in your court. Let's go to Christy in Millstone. Morning, Christy.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm just calling. I'm calling about this whole nonsense. The Jersey policy alert that came out, I sit on the school board in my town, and it's number 217 that we were given in January 2019 states that this policy was mandated.
Yeah.
It was mandated.
Yeah, they lied.
It was not.
Okay, so we've established it's stated in the paperwork that it was mandated, but they lied. Okay, I still don't care. I don't care if it was mandated or not. You should have stood up. So you still dropped the ball. Let's continue.
It was not. Yes, so they lied.
Yeah.
So now we have town
Okay, they lied. We've established that.
members and people calling school board members liars.
They're calling school board members liars. Okay, you know, maybe that's a fair point. Maybe, you know, you weren't lying, but you still dropped the ball.
That were not transparent. That
Okay. Now, once again, you're not seeing the forest from the trees. I don't care about that you were lied to. All right? It shouldn't have gone through regardless. So we can basically stop arguing that point that you lied about it or whatever. It doesn't matter. And another point. Okay. I'll come back to it. Let's just continue for right now.
were misleading the township when we were just following what we were given by the state. Now, when it's something.
Okay. We were just following what we were given by the state. Okay, well, you should know better then. You should know better to obey something that is so blatantly ridiculous. But you know who did notice this? You know who did notice this? The parents, some of which who are running in this re-election, in this election. So I suggest you vote for them and get these people out of here, because it's not about them being lied to or whatever. It's about incompetence.
That is guidance. We not 9 times out of 10 we abolish it because we run.
9 times out of 10 you abolish it. Okay, why do you have to adopt it at all? Forget about adopting it. Right, hold on, we're getting a message here. Sorry about that. Oop, that's my wife sending me a message. Just a kissy face, so it's okay. I'm not in trouble.
Our own township. Thank you for the guidance, but we'll do.
Yeah, of course.
We'll do as we see fit.
Yeah.
Why didn't you do that from the start? Why did you let it get this far? When you saw that, you still said, oh, okay, you told us to do it, so...
So now, we're going to have to take steps to abolish. But the whole point is he caused...
That's the whole point. We shouldn't have had to take steps to abolish. It never should have gotten this far because it was a blatantly ridiculous thing to have done in the first place. You're not seeing the forest from the trees here.
The whole big stir and allowed people to discredit members on the board and...
discredit members on... Oh, God forbid. You see, like, once again, like, there's that air of, like, entitlement. Like, I'm on the board. How could people disrespect me?
Throughout the town and, ruin their names in the town that they're...
Okay, okay, maybe your name shouldn't be ruined over calling you a liar, because I guess you weren't a liar. You were just an incompetent jackass that let something go through that shouldn't have, so we never should have been in this position. So, I don't know, you're kind of splitting hairs. Being called a liar, being called an incompetent jackass, I take your pick, I guess.
Liars, and they're not transparent. And, and I've been on the board 5 years, and I take great offense to that. Because
Christy,
lying about this bill, what else are they lying
about?
about?
Christy, you've hit the nail on the head.
And that might be true. There might be stuff that was mandated, maybe that they didn't look at, that slipped through because they were told it was a mandate. But the whole point is that forget about that word mandate. Can we please just forget about that word? It doesn't matter whether it was mandated or not. It shouldn't have gone through in the first place. You dropped the ball, and a bunch of people feel like you dropped the ball. You could try to explain it away as much as you want, but guess what? There were parents who caught this stuff and tried to warn you. And what did you do the whole time? Well, it's mandated. It's and it turned out it wasn't even mandated. Not that I don't give a crap about that point, to be a little blunt there. So anyway, that's what's been going on. So this is, again, why this election, it is very important that we get these jackasses out of here that keep on allowing this stuff to slip through. Can we please get some people in here that are at least on the same page as the parents in town? We've got some good ones running this year. Basically, I think that there's 3 open spots, but there's 4 good candidates running. I guess now's the time to name names. Basically, I believe that McLafferty's position is up. He's got to go. Weinkauf is up. She's got to go. And Schlupp, his position is up, and he has to go. Amongst those running, like I said, I'd remember ROCK, if you want to remember, but Karina Ramos, I'm sorry if I forget last names. There's also Howard Klotzkin. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your last name. And we've got Carr. I'm sorry, I can't remember your first name, Mr. Carr. And we've got Miss or Mrs. Oasis. I'm sorry if I'm not, once again, if I'm butchering these names. Please don't judge me by that. But we've got some good people running, and please, let's get these people out of office. Hold on. You know what? Let me look up the names for you real quick so I can actually, because I know exactly where to find them. So I can actually tell you the names without butchering any of them, if you just give me 1 second. But as we saw, them trying to explain away this stuff like it's all about them being lied to, no, it's totally missing the point. Okay, so who has to go? We got to get out. Do not vote for William Schlupp, Mark McLafferty, or Kathy Weinkauf. Who we want is Karina Ramos, Howard Klotzkin, Ronald A. Carr Jr., and Nancy, I'm going to say it's Oasis, Owais. I'm not sure exactly how you pronounce that. You'll please forgive me for pronouncing it Oasis if that's not correct. Oasis? She's probably laughing her butt off at the way I'm pronouncing that, because I'm probably butchering it so bad. It's only 5 letters and I can't get it right. So anyway, but that's who I recommend you vote for is Karina Ramos, Howard Klotzkin, Ronald A. Carr, Nancy Oasis. So remember, I'm going to try to do more of these videos and maybe get some interviews in with some of the people who are running. But I'll try to keep you updated as best as I can. But this video just struck me today how off the mark our Board of Education president is about what's going on and why we're so upset. So anyway, unfortunately, her spot is not up for re-election. But what are you going to do? Let's at least get some more like-minded people on the board, so at least, we got a chance over here. Anyway, God bless this town and God bless our country. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Everything I do here is completely free. No charge. I forget if I have donation links. If you want to contribute something to help me make content, it'll probably be down in the description. Anyway, have a good night, and I'll see everybody later.